Hello lovelies, this is week 4 in my garden. It is July 10th. I'm super excited to take you in this garden. I've been wanting to show you guys stuff all week, but I knew I should wait for the garden tour. Here are my Armenian yardlongs, and they have produced their first flower. Now this is a male flower. There's no baby cucumber at the end, so it won't produce fruit, but the pollinators will love it. So here are my radishes. So excited about these. California Wonders. My red noodle beans and green noodle beans. And then my amazing peas. I thought they were all going to die because we are going through a record heat wave in West Michigan. And they have produced flowers. And they're beautiful and purple when they're open. Now it is evening, so they're mostly closed up. But they are so beautiful. I love them. These purple shelling peas from MI Gardener. I am so pleased. Here is that pink oxheart that was dead in the first tour. Just doing amazing. I'm so proud of this little plant. Here's my other California Wonder and my radishes. Jubilee tomato. Corbaci and more radishes. Oros Campoyo. Mystery tomato, which is doing a little bit better. Radish, and deep down in there, now my soil is pretty dry. It's, like I said, there's been a heat wave, and I'm going to water after this tour when it's not so sunny. But right here, all these little green things you see are carrot seedlings, which I didn't think they were going to germinate, and I'm so excited that they have because I love carrots. Got an Abe Lincoln there, Dr. Witchies, another Jubilee. We've got yellow wax. Now there was an ancho pepper here, but it died in the heat wave. So I planted some spinach there. My chocolate cherry sunflower, and I planted some calendulas. They're a 50-day variety, pink surprise calendula. I have about 75 to 80 days left in my season, so I will be able to get to see how those end up growing. And the sunflower is going to get so tall that the calendulas are a shorter plant and should be okay. My Swiss chard, doing pretty all right considering the heat wave. My Corbacis. We've got a set fruit down here. Now I had 2 set fruits, but clumsy old me accidentally knocked off one of those flowers and my California Wonders. But that's okay, there's more buds, which means more fruit. Yellow wax, which has a set fruit. Mystery tomato. Big rainbow. Abe Lincoln. That California Wonder I was talking about. And its friend. My mint, which I feel like has just filled out this week. I was getting nervous about my mint, and I feel like it's doing fine. And it smells divine. My oregano. And I planted some more seeds just in case this oregano dies back. Guys, look at these zinnias. I planted these the day of my first tour. So technically 3 weeks ago, because this is the 4th tour. Like, this is crazy growth. Like, oh, I love it. Another Abe Lincoln tomato. My scarlet kale. Now, you all remember that tomato. That evil blueberry tomato that was purpling, and I say was because it must have heard me talking smack and died on me. And I'm not even upset because that plant and I were not friends. So instead I direct sowed a 50-day variety of yellow patty pan like scallop squash. So like I said, I have 75 to 80 days left in my season. So I will have between 20 and 30 days to harvest fruit off of that plant. And that will be plenty of time to get lots of squash. So when this germinates, I'm super excited for that. Got some more Oros Campoyos. Looking healthy and green. My chocolate cherry. And this is that cucumber that I planted a week or 2 ago. Look how big it is. It's doing great. Now, again, this is a container variety. If you want to know specifically what the seeds were, it was in my last video. And so it will just bush out a little bit and should be fine in this container. Oof. my Dr. Witchies, or white cheese. And as you can see, it has produced quite the funky tomato blossom on here. But it's getting bigger, and it's got more friends coming. And another friend, a tiny one that's already set. So this plant has pretty much reached the top of this post. And it looks still very healthy. I pruned off one of the lower branches this week. And it is looking amazing, and it is so fragrant. We've got lime basil, which we pruned off this week, and it just smells so good. We've got Tabascos, my other Lilliput zinnia, and some hyacinth bulbs that are drying in the sun. Here is my big rainbow tomato, just trusses upon trusses upon trusses, and look at these suckers. They're so big. I swear they doubled in size over the past 2 days. They're huge. And they have friends that are set. My puny jalapenos that I highly doubt I'll get anything off of. My purple opal basil. My black cherry tomatoes with a new truss forming up here. Starting to set fruit. And this truss is fully set. All of its fruit. And it's getting big. I'm just waiting for it to start changing colors. Here is my chamomile, which I have already harvested quite a few flowers off of. I've got my harvesting basket on to bring you guys along because these are ready to rock and go and dry on my counter and become anti-anxiety tea. And these flowers, like once they start, you've got a lot of them really quick. So pick often, and they produce more the more you pick. You're supposed to wait until the leaves are flat to the side. I sometimes pick them before then or after then because I'm usually out here in the early morning before the petals are out. And I know it's not the best time to pick them, but it's the time that I have as a working woman. But I swear, there are new flowers. I harvested this morning, and there are more that are ready this afternoon. So like this produces so fast and so frequent. This is just 2 German chamomile plants from M.I. Gardner. I am going to do a seed collection tour. I ordered some containers to organize my seeds, and when I do so, I will bring you guys along for my seed collection tour. Here's an early cascade. Some ancho peppers. And these ones look much better than the other ones. A Lucy dog. Lucy, what are you doing? Are you happy? I think she's liking that it's not so hot anymore. Right, Lucy? I could get lost talking about her all day. Here is my Paul Robeson. Now, here's that new growth, but I also am letting a sucker grow. Literally, it was this big last week, you guys. And so this will have 2 main stems because I just wasn't sure if I had topped the plant. And I really want to taste that tomato. Here is my brandywine, which is doing all right. Jimmy Nardole, and as you can see, my plants need water. But they will survive. This has got, oh, it's got a flower. I didn't even notice that. Awesome. I think these are California Wonders. Yep, they are. My other Lilliput zinnias, and these ones aren't as big because they got shaded. So now they are in more direct sunlight. Another Abe Lincoln. My Tulsi, which is kind of hidden under these wood chips, but it is starting to get bigger. So I have high hopes for this Tulsi. And it looks like the few carrots I planted in here are germinating as well. And then my Genovese basil. And it is, so I'm in West Michigan, which is normally the frigid north. But it is almost 8 o'clock at night, and it's breaking 80. So, it's pretty warm right now. Thank you guys again for joining me in my container garden. I love bringing you all along. And hopefully this week I'll give you that seed tour. And I will see you guys back next week. God bless.